team, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs.
And what a 2016 Joshua Dobbs had at the University of Tennessee to put him on the radar for the NFL. By the end of the season, scouts were flocking to that campus because they were intrigued by this guy. He can always move around, but his passing really improved.
And you know he's got the brains, an aerospace engineering major.
Yeah, that's the same course that you and I took, right?
Yeah, something like that. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Dobbs. Man open left side is Brown. To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you feel it's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Bernard. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Again, here's Bernard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. first down. Downs to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. A look up to the scoreboard as time has run out on this first quarter. 7-3 the score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it here. This is Antonio Andrews. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A dump off this time for Andrews. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Dobbs now on second down. Dances by him. Oh, another beautiful move.
Man, that's better than the two-step, isn't it?
And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 46 yards. Now the big man, this is Andrews. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
On third down, that's Andrews. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But the head coach decided 3 was enough.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Dalton, 1st and 10. Able to get away, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Nick Vigil in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now the big man, this is Andrews. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
On 3rd down. That's Andrews. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Past the 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And a right side completion here by LaFell. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
We just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Dalton sets up play action. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. Third down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now a carry for Bernard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. Fighting his way through contact. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Now he's forced out right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. To throw here, Dalton. And that is going to be incomplete. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Dobbs finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that was a great example of what we've been told from the time we first put on pads as little guys in the backyard.
effort will be rewarded if you keep giving it. And how about that run? Broke through a couple of tackles, refused to go down, legs churning. I like what I saw there.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run it with Andrews. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Back to throw Dobbs. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw is Dobbs. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Dalton off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Bernard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive line's had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Dobbs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Escaping, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for a loss on the play. They'll run it here with Bernard. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play action here with Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. Unable to find Green. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure. Has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Shift together here from the D-line. They start on the ground with Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Fresh set of downs here. First down and more. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, Dobbs. Floating one, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll begin here with Bernard. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dalton throwing on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A handoff as they run the counter play. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Second down, Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. And that's complete to LaFleur. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. This will be Dalton again. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Aaron Rodgers, good game throwing the ball, over 300 passing yards. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And oh, he coughed it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.